Welcome back, everybody, to some more Atlanta Hawks. My GM in the last episode, Blake Griffin, Dennis Schroeder, and the rest of the squad helped us to a 62-56 win over the Charlotte Hornets. It was pretty dominant. I think we showed off a lot of what we could do in that game. And I'm excited for the rest of the season, man. Just taking a full overlook at the roster in case you're forgetting what we're dealing with at this point in time. Point guard position. Our backup point guard now is Raul Neto. We got Luke Kennard, Costa Machidi out for 6 to 8 more weeks. Bogdanovich out for 1 to 2 more weeks. So it's going to be a lot of overturn. Kind of now that we're dealing with Blake Griffin, we already knew that from the trade, though. From the few trades that we actually did make. And it's going to be interesting to see how this team deals with it moving forward. Dwayne Bacon getting 7 minutes. Might drop that down a little bit, get Super Mario a little bit more, who's been playing a little bit better lately, which definitely makes me happy. From when we signed him, we scooped him up out of the free agent pool, so it's good to see that he might be stepping up a little bit for us. So I think that might be it for roster rotations for now. So check out the player stats. Oh wait, okay. First, checking out the league leaders. James Harden leads the league in scoring right now. Paul George 4th, Kawhi 5th, Westbrook at 7. So 2 Thunder players in the top 10. Kemba Walker there at number 10. It wasn't enough to stop us from putting a beating on them. Just checking out all the different kind of stats you can check out here. I didn't even know it went this deep into it. As a starter, Nikola Mirotic 31 points. Okay. That's interesting. Off the bench, Donovan Mitchell is such a beast. No joke. Player stats. Here's the team stats. 21 points right now for Blake Griffin. Obviously not a lot of that with this current Hawks team. Costa Machidi was averaging 9.5 before he went out with the injury. I'm really excited about him, even with his lower overall rating as a rookie. I think he has the potential to really be one of the best players on this team. So Super Mario, obviously, as you can see, his production is not where we'd like it to be, but he is starting to pick it up a little bit now that Doug McDermott is no longer also on a roster. They're essentially 2 small forwards who did around the same kind of thing, and so we kind of had to split their minutes to see who would end up being more successful, but neither man ever really separated themselves from the other one. So yeah, Bogdanovich was doing okay. Blocks per game, DeAndre Ayton. I'd like to see that get up next year, but for right now, 1 block a game is pretty decent. So leading the league in points per game for all rookies, Colin Sexton. How many games has he played? Okay, so he has played in all the games, at least to this point. Michael Porter Jr. playing in 43 games thus far, averaging 15.6. Hopefully we can get Porter to become Rookie of the Year, or maybe DeAndre Ayton, who's averaging 11.5 and 9.5. I mean, Marvin Bagley's been a beast so far this season, though. So it might be hard for our guys to win the Rookie of the Year, especially with the way we really split up our basically all our different kind of stats. Like, I mean, we don't have one guy who we want to just feed the ball to and hope that they score all the time. I mean, if we did, we could obviously have Michael Porter Jr. at Rookie of the Year. I mean, look how close he is, and he's splitting time with, or he's splitting all his shots and all that other kind of stuff with Dennis Schroeder, DeAndre Ayton, other guys like Mario Hezonja, Costa when he was playing, now Blake Griffin. There's it's just too many cooks for one guy to really dominate to the point where their numbers look better. But overall, I think we can agree that Michael Porter Jr. is one of the better rookies. So is DeAndre Ayton. I mean, he's averaging a double-double at this point. That is no joke. Most improved player, Larry Nance at this point? Okay, that's interesting. Russell Westbrook, MVP. Trae Young up there. It's whatever. So we'll see where we can take it from here. We might do a lot of simulating in this game. Do have Michael Porter Jr. as the first scoring option. Dennis Schroeder right now is second, but I think we might switch that over to Blake Griffin. And then maybe we put DeAndre Ayton as the third scoring option and then have Dennis Schroeder kind of just be more of the passer. See how that works out for a little while. Decent amount of minutes for everybody to this point. So let's just start to do some simulating here. See if we can get some W's. Right now we are the 4th seed. No, and our winning streak is snapped by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, and then we lose a second in a row to the Chicago Bulls. Andre Iguodala and a first-round pick in 2020 for Avery Bradley. This could be an interesting pickup, but I'm not really sure about it. Iguodala is a little bit older and he's on a multiple-year deal, while Bradley, his contract could be cleared out this year if we don't want him here anymore. Plus that first-round pick, it's like the Warriors pick, so I mean, it will be in the late 30s, and it'll be after we've really done, like, it's after the imported draft classes are all pretty much in there, so it's not really even as interesting to draft players, because it's not even a real player. It's going to be probably some, like, 67 overall guy who wouldn't even make the roster. So, I don't think we do this trade, to be quite honest. So, let's just continue to simulate. We can decline that trade officially now. Playing the Boston Celtics. No, we lose another one. 3 straight losses. We're down to the 7th seed, and there's a 4th to the Warriors. DeMar Carroll and a first-round pick from the Nets for Dennis Schroeder. We're getting all these trade offers late in the time, I guess, because teams are starting to get a little more desperate, I suppose, because, you know, it's getting close to that trade deadline. Teams are trying to make some moves for some good players. So, I mean, there's not really anybody on their squad I would really want. Maybe a Jeremy Lin, if we can make that work. They want 2 second-round picks. I don't know if we do this, though. Dennis Schroeder, really talented player. I might want another guy if we're giving up Schroeder. Or maybe even a pick. Future second-round pick? No. They want more picks. I'm not really too interested. I don't know. I don't really want to give up Dennis Schroeder as it is. The pick might be okay, but I don't know. There's something about giving up Dennis Schroeder at this point that doesn't feel right to me. So let's just continue to simulate. And now Bogdanovich is back. Bogdanovich. Oh, man, Avery, maybe this explains why we are losing so many games. Our shooting guard position has been terrible as far as production goes. Look at it. Our backup shooting guard, Luke Kennard, cold. Our starting shooting guard, Avery Bradley, also cold. Now what do we do at this point? Maybe we start Bogdanovich at shooting guard. That could be an option for us. Michael Porter Jr. and DeAndre Ayton getting a little gassed. Welcome to the NBA, guys. No simpler way to put it. Just put a couple minutes on Bogdanovich so we could switch them. Avery Bradley, he could be the 8th man for now, and I guess we'll give Bogdanovich a decent amount of minutes. Take a few away from Porter, a few away from Ayton, 1 or 2. Schroeder can drop a little bit. Just give Bogdanovich a decent amount of minutes. He's averaging 10.7 for us right now, so I'm not too worried if we had to start him at shooting guard. Another trade I'm going to decline, and we do beat the Cavs, so maybe this can help us get back on our winning ways. John Collins for Shabazz Napier, and a first-round pick. No, I'm going to take a hard pass on that. All these trades coming in very late. Pelicans, we take the L. Drew Holiday, a guy we were actually looking at a lot of this season for Avery Bradley. Wow, no, we're going to take a pass on it because they wanted Mario. And, I don't know, that doesn't feel right. No, that was a terrible trade offer. Hornets, we do get the win over the Hornets. We own the Hornets right now, so we're still above 500. We're at the 8th seed right now. We lose to the Wizards. That's not great. No, I'm not giving up John Collins. Everybody wants John Collins, it seems like, right now. The Magic. Here's the trade deadline, so maybe we make a move. Right now, we're the 9th seed. We dropped all the way out of the playoffs, guys. What the hell is going on? It's pandemonium. We are just struggling for air right now. I don't know what has happened to us. Let's take a look at the conference. So we are tied with the Pistons and the Bulls, all at 26 and 27. Then really nobody under them right now is close enough to overtake us, but oh man. looking at some teams with some upper tier picks, and maybe we can make a move. Looking through for some different trade offers, we're offering up Avery Bradley and Mario Hezonja at this point. Derrick Rose and Tyler Johnson, Dwight Howard, Rudy Gobert. That's not realistic, so I'm not going to even address that one. Obviously, it's a great trade to make, and it's cancer. That's realistic. Isaiah, yeah, dump off that contract, Lakers. I don't even know why you... oh, that's terrible. That's 2K for you. Jeremy Lin, the guy we were actually thinking about trying to acquire a little earlier. The other Bojan, oh my god, that would be impossible to have Bojan, both of them. Chris Dunn. Wow, that could be a move that we actually make. Chris Dunn. I like him as a point guard. He's pretty good offensively, and he's got some lockdown defense on the perimeter. So let's try not to have to include Zeller in this though. Maybe we drop out. See if they do this for Robin Lopez instead. No, they value Robin Lopez far too much. Clearly, even though lower overall, much older player, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But okay. Dwayne Bacon. I don't know what we really have to offer them right now. I don't even think we could offer them a Luke Kennard or a Raul Neto. What could we offer them? Maybe another second-round pick? See if this gets it done. If they're not interested in this current trade, we'll take off both second-round picks, take off Lopez and Hezonja, and they are $12.3 million over the cap. So who can we take off of them? Omar Ashik. That would make the trade work. No, now they want Ike Udo and LeGerald Vick for Matthew Dellavedova. I'm not taking Dellavedova and Ashik. That's two bad contracts. I don't even know if Ashik has like a player option or a team option or what's going on with him. It says he's in the last year, but that he still could have a player option. And if he does, I mean, I can't take on Dellavedova too. That's two really bad contracts. That would be very hard to move. Ikpe, no, they still want to give. They want us to give them 2 second-round picks for Matthew Dellavedova. Are you high? No, I'm not doing it, fam. I'm not doing it. We'll give you the 2 second-round picks, and that's it. So we just got Chris Dunn. I think that's a huge move. Avery Bradley was on the last 4 months of his contract. So they get 2 second-round picks, Ike Udo, whose contract's running out, and then they can accept Avery Bradley's team option if they want for next year. I wasn't going to do it anyway because that's too much money for Bradley at this point, who I don't feel like has played up to the contract. So instead we get Chris Dunn, the young point guard. We can see if we can turn him into something more than obviously the Bulls thought they could. We're going to sign Quinn Cook, who apparently played for the Hawks, because there's this picture right there. I had no idea. He'll probably be like the last guy on the bench. Yeah, he's probably not going to get any minutes, but it's the thought that counts. He's on the team. Been killing it with Golden State as of late. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Dwayne Bacon. Do we need 11 guys getting minutes? So we'll drop it down to 9 for now, and then we'll put it back at 10 when Costa returns to health, I suppose you could call it. So Schroeder, we're gonna have maybe we have Chris Dunn start at the shooting guard, or Michael Porter Jr. started shooting guard, and then Bogdanovich started small forward, because Kennard hasn't been great. So no, yeah, we're gonna give Kennard a little bit less minutes, drop him down to about 16, drop John Collins down a little bit as the 6th man, give Bogdanovich some more minutes, up to 26. Give that final minute to Chris Dunn, I think. Yep. I think that's good for now. I can't wait for Costa to come back. He is... I don't know why, but, like, so far as a player, he's impressed me so much, especially when I'm playing the games. Like, he's, like, the funnest player to play with. I don't know if we could sign anybody else. I don't even know if we have the room to sign another player, but... either way... Let's take a look at the G League stats. Bryce Johnson, he's doing pretty well. Maybe we sign Bryce Johnson from the G League just to add one more player. I think we have room for one more. I have no idea, to be honest. Archie Goodwin, Thomas Bryant. Some guys killing it in the G League right now. LeGerald Vick, by the way. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still early in his G League career, but that's not that bad. Isaiah Whitehead, PJ Dozier, Kobe Simmons. Alright. So back to the free agency, just to fill out the rest of the roster. I'm not even sure if we need another player, but see if we can find Bryce Johnson. Bryce Johnson, not here at the top, so we're gonna have to start looking for him a little bit. There he is. See if we can sign him. Take a look at his G League stats one more time. Almost 20 points, 10 rebounds. Now we gotta go find him again. Oh, we already have 15 players on the roster, so after all that, Bryce Johnson, sorry, we considered you, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I don't know how much more of the season we're gonna simulate. We might just simulate to the end, to be honest, or we might only see. I don't know where we're gonna end it off here. We do beat the Magic by a ton of points, and then we lose to the Pistons. That was an important game to win, and of course we dropped it. Lose to the Bucks. Now we play the Heat. Man, what happened? We were the 4th seed when this video started. All of a sudden, we're the 9th seed. And we lose to the Heat. We can't buy a win. We cannot buy a win right now. We're going to go through the All-Star break, I think, and then maybe end it off after that Knicks game. I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. This has just been awful. I mean, what do you even do in a situation like this? Look at some John Collins stats. McPorter Jr. showed up. 25 points. Leading his team, not only to a win. DeAndre Ayton also getting a little bit of shine there. Any of our players in the three-point contest or the dunk contest? I doubt it, but we'll check anyway. Yeah, no. Some usual names, not surprising names. Dunk contest, Donovan Mitchell, Marquise Chris, Riley Atkins, and Daniel Theis, that said? Okay, sure. And we'll simulate through the All-Star game, because I don't even think we have an All-Star. The whole East. Did the East win? The East lost by 2 points, so it was a good All-Star game. Just won by the other team. So right now we're 27-30. We're still competing for that final spot. It looks like we're not out of it just yet. We're 10 games back. I mean, the East is not great right now. The best team is only 37-20. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it at this point. And Costa has returned, the savior, German Jesus, the new German Jesus. Now that Dirk Nowitzki has probably retired in this game. I'm not actually 100% on that. But either which way, we're going to take Raul Neto's minutes, give him to Costa. Costa's getting more than 7 minutes, though. Best believe. He's going to start at shooting guard. We're going to take these minutes away from Luke Kennard, drop him down to about 15. We'll give Costa these minutes. He's got to get some more. So Porter, you're dropping a little bit. Schroeder, you're dropping a little bit. Everybody's got to drop so Costa can get his shine. He's just as important to this team at this point. Blake Griffin coming off the bench, as he should be at this point, because I mean, ever since we brought him in, we've only won like we've won less than a handful of games with Blake playing. So I mean, hopefully, whatever we get out of this Blake trade is decent, because we lose to the Knicks too. We lose by 3 points. We legit are just playing. What is happening? We lose 113, so we put up a good amount of points, but the Knicks put up 39 points in the second quarter. DeAndre Ayton with 10 and 13. I mean, we're not even playing poorly. It's just we're getting beaten down on the defensive side, it looks like, every single game. I mean, I don't even know what to do. Maybe we're using the wrong system for this team right now. Pace and space, it's a good star rating, but I mean, maybe there's something we could do better. I have no idea. Balance? Maybe we go to a balanced offense for the rest of the, or a balanced attack for the rest of the season. See if that could be our savior. Because right now we are in desperate need of an answer for what's going on. And that, I mean, that's going to do it for this video. Stay tuned to watch if we completely collapse and fall out of the playoffs with Blake Griffin being added to the team. That was a huge move that was supposed to propel us into the upper echelons of the East, but it's turned out to ruin us at this point. So I guess I'll see you guys on next time. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out. I mean, I'm just stunned. See you guys all later. Make sure to subscribe.